Hello and welcome back to the ABCA 2024 here in beautiful Dallas, Texas, sponsored by Aeroform Athletics. I'm here with head coach of the Bellevue Bruins, Coach Duane Monlux. Coach, first of all, it's a pleasure and an honor to have you on. Thank you for taking time and joining us out of this busy weekend. And looking ahead into the 2024 season, we kick off here in about a month. You guys are obviously a perennial power here in the NAIA. What are you guys' team expectations, and what are we looking forward to from the Bruins in 2024?
Well, obviously, expectations, have been big for us, and we've been able to play at a pretty high level the last few years, and we'd love to have a repeat trip to Lewiston. I think that's one of the goals of our team. But like I tell our guys at the very beginning of the year, our first goal every year is to win the conference regular season. If we're able to do that, it sets us up for the different steps that it takes to have a good postseason run. So, winning the North Star is goal number one. Hopefully gets us a good seed in the conference tournament, maybe gets us in a spot to be rated where we can maybe get a host berth. All those things kind of fall into place with the ultimate goal of getting to Lewiston and trying to make a good run there.
And of course, with a program like Bellevue, obviously talent's always going to be there, and you have guys in the past, Konta Kobayashi, Elijah Johnson, some newcomers coming into 2024. Who are some names that we may not know now that we should probably go ahead and get to know?
Well, I think one of the big names is a guy that was only able to play 10 games last year. Got hurt. Alec Ackerman is back. He'll be a really nice addition to our lineup. Losing a guy of his caliber last year, and for other guys to step in was a big plus. We've added some arms on the mound that I think can help. We have our two top arms back from a year ago that I feel good about. Shortstop, our left side of our infield is back. Our corner outfielders are returning, so I think we have some nice pieces there. We've added some new guys, but new guys, you just never know how they're going to fit in. I think they've done a good job up to this point, but until we start actually playing games and seeing how the production takes place and how the team chemistry goes, we never know that until the first pitch.
And like we mentioned previous, Bellevue has turned themselves into a national power here. Back-to-back trips to the World Series, looking for a third straight. And one thing we talked about with coaches all day today is the culture aspect. And what are some key factors that you've instilled in the culture there at Bellevue, and how have you been able to maintain that?
Well, I think it's a combination of two things. One, you do have to have a talented team. You have to have talent. The talent has to be there, but you have to have the talent that wants to play together. If you have a talented team that the chemistry's bad, you're going to win some games just on talent alone, but you're not going to make a postseason run. So having that balance, we've been able to, network enough. I think we've been able to get some good players in. Some of our best recruiters are also our players, so they may know a kid back home or whatever that they know that can help in the recruiting process, and we've been able to get some talented players out of that. But one of the challenges we have is making sure that they play together, especially through the longevity of the season. Everybody's happy in the fall. Everybody's getting playing time. Everyone's getting innings on the mound. Obviously, when you get to the season, those numbers diminish. Some guys are going to get the biggest workload of the bats, the biggest workload on the mound, and how are guys going to fit into those roles if it's not the role that they think they maybe want to be in or should be in. So through the course of 50 games, that matters a lot, because you have to be the chemistry and the gelling of the team has to happen late in the year.
For sure. Coach, I think that's about all the time we've had for you today. It's been a pleasure talking to you and having you join us, and looking forward to the Bruins here in 2024.
I want to make sure we get a shout out to Max, who's been helping out NAIA ball. Him and Brendan Luther have been doing a tremendous job with the design. Before I was the Twitter guy, not doing a very good job. So all the Twitter improvements that we've had at Bellevue have not been because of me, but Max Hudlow and Brendan Luther have done a tremendous job. So shout out to those two guys.
Yeah, Coach, thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.